Seriously? You brought a boy? I'm a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Slushy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Aw, shit. I'm a boy? I mean, that makes sense now that I'm an angsty little biatch in high school. I mean, it's all collecting now. It all makes sense. What are you looking at, your titties? If you want to say something, say it. What? Sorry. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. Voice actor era? What, do you want me to give each of them a voice? Will that help? I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. What am I supposed to do? And your throat can handle it? Probably not. Not you clocking my throat like that. Not you clocking. Okay. Okay, buddy. All right. And it's already becoming unhinged. What else did you expect when we're playing a little anime game? She's struggling to read in her own voice. No, I really am. Okay. Hold on. What? This one's like annoying, right? This one's like supposed to be annoying. The one that I can't stand. How do you think this game is gonna go? What's your theory? They're murdering each other. That's my theory. And I'm the murderer. Okay. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Slushy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Stop here, I was gonna die. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Slushy. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, I just got a little too excited. Now this one's supposed to be quiet, right? I can't do this shit. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Oliver! No! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Wait, this one? Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Rips Lucy's throat. I'm gonna have to stop in a minute. Well, you know it! Just hurry and take one! Guys, no worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my... Your posture, right? I was hunched over like that while reading? Yes! My big old titties! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Oh, we brought chocolate for her! It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position at the same time. Each holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Brother touching shoulders! They're touching shoulders! How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Oh, shoo. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. About a boss. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh, shit. You touch the titties. Come on, do it. Touch them. Touch it. Touch her. Touch the titty. Do it. You know you want to. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has... What? She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. There we go. English. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. As a result, her left arm practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sushi. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Or more than friends. What? Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. Oh, shoot. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Feeding each other chocolate? Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't really focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Bro, they was about to get jiggy with it on the classroom floor. And I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a No! 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 No celebrate for the poems! I can't! Ah! All right. All right. All right. Each of us are going to have a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Would you like the what? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? You think 700 is too much for Yo-Yo cards? Yes. Well, there is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Plot twist, this is the whole game. Reading poetry? Bash my head into this drywall. My DoorDasher put my Baja Blast in front of the door that swings outward. Oh my god. I hate when they do that. Mine opens inward, luckily, but good luck getting out! You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradox. Yep. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Please. Murder. Murder! Oh my god, I hate this part. I'm so sorry. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Why, yes. Why, yes. Why, yes, I am. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. Yandere Simulator? No, but I've seen it. Yuri would love this kind of... hold on. Yuri would love this kind of... this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Alright. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already... I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Am I finally getting somewhere? Please tell me I'm finally getting somewhere. Is something gonna happen? Is she gonna murk me? Please, something. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an impatient person in general. Yes, okay, thank God. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play often. So often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. Oh, we're spoiling now, Slushy? There's literally no murder. Fuck! Bruh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. What kind of anime-ass game is this without murder? Don't give her that disappointment. Bruh! This is bullshit. What kind of anime-ass game with, like, cute girls is this without murder? All that poetry for no murder. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Sushi. I sit down in her room. Please tell me she murks me. No, wait, you guys told me no murder. Damn. Damn, no murder. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? No, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is very uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Sushi. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. ee-hee-hee? Why are we ee-hee-hee-ing after being so depressed? Why are we ee-hee-hee-ing? Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Sushi. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Sushi? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Now that is a very inappropriate celebrate. I will tell you that. Hi, Bleak. That is very inappropriate. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Now that is very inappropriate. Can you imagine if she kept up the Toad voice? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed by your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Sushi. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends with all and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Sushi! There's nothing! Nothing at all! Okay, I can't do it no more. I can't do it anymore. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streak down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. God. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve Every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Well, you definitely made this depressing moment better, what, with Toad? Sayori, I get it, trust me, but get a grip. Sayori, Sushi? Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Slushi? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sushi, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it left. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Sushi. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel? No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. It's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. What, are y'all giggling at the celebrates? I'm doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Please, please for the love of God, stab me with it. Please stab me with it. The knife is strangely beautiful. Please stab me with it. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Good night, Ada. Thank you for hanging out. Please tell me there is a gun in my desk drawer. Because I'm about to murk her. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Do you regret going full send on Yuri? Yes. Oh my god. This pick-me-ass bitch is gonna make me lose my ever-loving mind. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Stab me! Please! They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Please, for the love of God, stab me with it. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife. Can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? You can hold this. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Sushi! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Please, for the love of God, be kinky and put it in your mouth. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her. Ah! I win. Bro, let's go! She got a blood kink! She the type, it's always the quiet ones. Alright. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Oh my god. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? It was just getting spicy. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bitch, own it. For the love of God, please just own it. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Nah, bro, she kinky. 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 Yeah, Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. So we got an oral fixation. We got oral fixations now. No, I'm a boy. I'm a damn boy. Maybe I should try this IRL. No, don't do that. Sushi, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If it's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Sushi. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Also, hi CJ. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Sushi. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Cock blocked again, bro. Cock blocked again. Oh, motherfucker. Hiya, Slushy. Sayori. Just now we weren't. It's okay, Sushi. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Who's this? Toad. You missed it. I've been voicing this character in a Toad voice. That's why I can't speak. And I'm losing my voice. I had to stop, but there was a really depressing scene and I just toaded my way through it. I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room. But my imagination was being very mean to me.
See, I'm gonna lose my damn voice. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Slushy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. See what I mean? About me.
Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Sushi. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me.
Makes it easier. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Slushy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Sushi, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Why are you rizzing them all? Bro, I'm not meaning to. They like me. She toxic. No, she kind of is. She kind of like guilt tripping me into, She's using the like, if you don't want to be with me, I'm literally going to KMS. You know? You'll always be my dearest friend. Take Yuri's knife and what you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ahaha! Why are there so many ahahas? Like in the middle of like intense situations. Like why? Like why? Is this what it really feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish? So please. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Sushi. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her own head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing that I could have done. Facts. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, now the funny thing is I have been slushy. Celebration time! What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her feel really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I don't think it's time for celebrations. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I didn't really want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it a breach of privacy? What's happening? I mean, I can guess what's happening. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Guys? Oh! What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. I'm not reading that many nevers. I told you 5 more minutes. Is that the entire game? It's not, no. Okay. There are many endings. It's the end of that chapter. So how does it even continue after that? Could load and see. What do I click this?